Well friends, I am here again with a new video, that is the use of shall and will. Where to use shall, where to use will, and which will be the appropriate one to be used at a particular place. So let us discuss about it, the use of will and shall. Now first of all, let us understand the basic rules for it. There are three basic rules. So now we will take up the rules first. There are two types of the use of will and shall. One is in the case when it is a normal future. Normal future means when we have some plan or expectation or we have to make some prediction. In such cases, we use shall or will according to the person that we are dealing with, whether it is first person, second person or third person. So accordingly we use will or shall. So how we use that we will discuss further. The other one is the strong future. Strong future means when we are making some promise, we have some determination, or we are giving a command. If there is a command, promise, determination and command. In such case we call it strong future. Okay, so different places at different occasions we use different one. So how we use it, let us discuss it. If it is first person I or we, so for that in normal future or normal emotion we use shall. If you are making some plan, if you are having some expectation, if you are having some prediction, so we will be using with I and we will be using shall. Okay, and similarly for normal future or for normal emotions, if it is second person you, we will use will in place of shall. And if it is third person, that is he, she, it or they, in that case also we will be using will for plan, expectation and prediction. If in other way, if it is a strong future, if it is not a normal emotion or a light emotion or normal future, if it is a strong future where we have to make a promise, we have to show determination or we have to give a command. In such a case, with the first person I and we use will, and for second person you and third person he, she, it, they, we use shall. Just opposite of that. So we just change the will and shall in normal future and strong future with first person and second and third person. So second and third person follow the same rule, whereas first person had a different rule. So now how do we use this? We will have a practice for this. We will see the sentences, then you will understand it very clearly how it is used. So let us take up some examples. So we take the use of normal future first. Okay. Now if it is a first person, we have used here I, first person, I. If it is I, first person, in that case we use shall as per the rule. So we have used here I shall wait for you at the airport, and that is a plan. So if it is a plan, so we have to use shall because we are making a plan here. And as per the rule, for plan, for expectation and for prediction, we have to use shall in first person. Now we take another, that is first person we. We is also first person. So for we, what we have to use? We will be using again, for we will be using shall, because what we are doing here, we shall not go to the market as it is raining. So this is also a plan because it is raining outside. so we will not go to the market. So it is a plan. So for first person, if it is a plan, we will be using shall with I and we according to the rule here, because it is normal future, it is not a strong future. Now coming to the second person, here we are using second person you. If you are using you, then we have, according to the rule, for second person, for the plan or expectation or prediction, we have to use will. So we will be using will here. You will understand me if you listen carefully, because it is an expectation by the teacher that if you listen carefully, you will understand me. So we are expecting. So if it is expectation, it comes under normal, future or light emotions. So under normal, future or light emotions, we will be using will with the second person. If it is third person like he, and if it is a light emotion or normal future, like we are telling here, he will not buy a new mobile this month. This is an expectation from his friend or maybe a relative that he will not buy. So it is expected of him. So in expectation also, because expectation is normal future or light emotion. So for light emotion, for third person he, we will be using will as per the rule. So we have put will here. So this is also correct. Now we take another third person, that is they. If it is they in place of he or she, so for that also, if it is a prediction, we have taken a case of prediction. What is that prediction? They will easily clear the written test. So they will easily clear. The teacher declares that they will easily clear the written test because they are well prepared. So if it is a prediction, so this prediction also comes under normal future or light emotion. If it is light emotion or normal future, what we will be using here? We will be using will as per the rule. So plan, expectation and prediction, we use will for second and third person. So for second person, this is second person, we have used here will. For third person also we have used. For third person, we are using again will. So for third person also we are using will in normal future or light emotions. If it is planned, if it is expectation or if it is prediction, in that case we are going to use will for second person and third person. And if it is first person and in normal future, light emotion, plan, expectation or prediction, we will be using shall. Okay. So now let us move on to the next part of it, that is the strong future. Let us say the strong future. Well friends, now I have written the second category of sentences. Let us see now the strong future. We have seen earlier, we saw normal future or the light emotion. Now we are going to see the strong future. In the strong future, what we have? We have promise, we have determination and we have command. Now let us take up one by one. We will take the first person first. In first person we take I. The sentence begins with I and we are making a promise here, and the person says he is going to gift. Suppose I say that I will gift you a jacket on your birthday. So here I am using will. Why I am using will? Because for first person, for the strong future, if it is promise, determination or command, we use will for first person. So it is a first person. So first person we are using will. I will gift you a jacket on your birthday. Now we take another first person, that is we. With we also we are using will. Why? We will not allow you to bunk the classes. We will not allow you to bunk the classes, the teacher says. That means the teachers say, we will not allow you to bunk the classes. So it is a determination by the teachers. So if it is a determination, it falls under the category of strong future. And for strong future, for first person we use will. So we have used here will. We will not allow you to bunk the classes. Now we take second person, that is you. If we take you, and we have used the sentence here, you shall have a proper haircut today itself. Sorry, it is today itself. Today itself. Today itself. So if I say you will have your haircut today itself, that means it is a command from me to the student. I am asking him to take haircut today itself, and it is an order, it is a command. So if it is a command, it comes under the category of strong future. And for second person, under the strong future we use shall. So we have used here shall. You shall have a proper haircut. We will not use will here. We have to use shall here. You shall have a proper haircut today itself. So because it is a command and it is the second person. You is the second person. Now we take the third person, that is the defaulters. The defaulters shall not be allowed to participate. The defaulters shall not be allowed to participate. If there is a function in the school and the teacher announces that defaulters shall not be allowed to participate. So it is the teacher's determination. If it is determination, it falls under the category of strong future. And if it is strong future and we have taken the third person, so we are going to use shall here for third person also. For second person and third person, we will be using shall. So we have used here shall. The defaulter shall not be allowed to participate. We cannot say here will not be allowed, shall not be allowed, because it is strong future, determination and third person. Now coming to the next one, every child, again third person. So we are using every child shall wear the school dress while in school. So we are ensuring that every child comes in dress, and this announcement made, it is like a command. It is an order, it is a command, commanded by the principal or the teacher. It is a command. If it is a command, the command falls under the category of strong future. And in strong future, if we have third person here, then we will be using shall. And we have rightly used shall here with every child. Every child shall wear the school dress while in school, because it is a command for third person. And for second person, we use shall for command, for determination and for promise. Whereas for first person, we use here will, if whether it is a command or a promise or a determination. So we use will here. Okay. So that is how we are using will or shall for normal future and strong future. Now let us see. We have taken three. There are two sets of rules we have discussed here. Now we have another case when we have interrogative questions, question type sentences, interrogative sentences. Then how we are going to do that? So let us take up that. Okay. So let us see the interrogative sentences after this. The third part of it. Right. Well friends, this question type sentences are divided in three categories. The first one is request, the second one is offer, and the third one is suggestion. So we have three types of sentences in question type, that is interrogative sentences, that is request, offer and suggestion. If you are giving some offer to somebody, that is also a question. If you are giving some suggestion, that is also a question. and if you are making a request, then also you make use of question type of sentences, that is interrogative sentences. Now let us take them one by one. If it is a request, we use will. And now let us see how do we use will here. There is a sentence, can you get me a cup of tea? Can you get me a cup of tea? This is also right sentence, correctly written. But if we want to use here will or shall, how we are going to make it? We make use of will here because for request we always make use of will. So we make use of will and we write it. Now, will you get me a cup of tea? Will you get me a cup of tea? So by using will also we can make a question for request. Okay. Now in place of a will, if we use shall against the rule, so how it looks? Shall you get me a cup of tea? This doesn't sound correct and we have never heard of it. So if you use shall in place of will, then the sentence will be incorrect. So this is an incorrect sentence. So never use shall for a request in a question. If it is a question, if it is an interrogative sentence and you are making a request, then always use will. Okay, now coming to the second part, that is offer. For offer we use shall. Okay, this is the rule we have to remember. Now, how do we use it? There is a sentence, can I get you a glass of milk? Somebody is offering you milk. Can I get you a glass of milk? If you want to use will or shall, how do we use that? Let us see here. Same sentence can be written differently by using shall. Shall I get you a glass of milk? Shall I get you a glass of milk? So, we have made a sentence by using shall. Now, in place of shall, if you use will by mistake, then see the sentence. Will I get you a glass of milk? So, that is incorrect. So, never use this. This will be incorrect. Okay. So, now we take the third case when we have some suggestion to give. Now, for suggestions, let us see. There is a sentence. Why don't we have lunch in Hotel Madhuban? Why don't we have lunch in Hotel Madhuban? Now, the same sentence can be rewritten by using shall or will. But as per the rule, we have to use shall for any suggestion. When the question is made for suggesting something, so for suggestion, we have to use shall. So, we will be using here shall. Okay? Like we have used shall here. Similarly, we will be using shall here for suggestion also. For offer and suggestion, we use shall. And for request, we use will. Now, see the sentence with the use of shall. Shall we have lunch in Hotel Madhuban? Shall we have lunch in Hotel Madhuban? So that is another way of writing the sentence by using shall. But if in place of shall, if you write will here, will we have lunch? You are doubting their integrity. That are they going to give you lunch or not? So this will be a wrong sentence. So never use will when it is a suggestion. Okay, for suggestion, never use will. Use always shall. So this way, for request we use will, for offer also we use shall, and for suggestion also we use shall. So this is how the use of shall and will is defined for question type sentences, interrogative sentences. Now let me tell you, the use of will is not very common these days. We rarely use it. And especially in America, in American English, shall is very rarely used. So, in case if you get confused still after learning all these rules also, if you are still confused, then it is okay if you use will. but don't use shall if you are not clear about it. You can use will in that case. Otherwise, you should follow these rules and use the shall and will correctly. Now we'll go for some exercise, and let us do some exercise quickly so that you have a practice for this. Okay. Now let us see the last part of it, that is an exercise for you. So I have written the sentences. The first one, I will oblique shall come with my mother when I come next time. Now what he is doing here is making a promise. A promise is made. In that case, what do we do? Promise is coming under strong future. And for first person, under the strong future, it will be will. We use will as per the rule. You can check the rule that we have discussed earlier. Okay. Now we take another one. Will shall I prepare tea for you? What is he doing here? He is offering. So once an offer is made, so what do we use in offer? We use shall. We never use will. For offer, we have already discussed. For offer, we use shall. So it will be shall I prepare tea for you? Okay. Now we come to the next one. You will oblique shall receive your parcel soon. So what is happening here? For you, we are making sentence for the second person, and it is a prediction. It is a prediction that you will receive your parcel soon. So prediction comes under normal future or normal emotion. So for normal emotion, when we are using second person, then we use will. So you will receive your parcel soon. Coming to the third sentence, he will oblique shall come back by the end of next week. So what we are doing, we are expecting. So expectations also come under normal future, and for second person we use will. So he will come back. Okay. Now my brother will oblique shall be visiting Nainital in June. So it is a plan. So if it is a plan and it is for my brother, that is third person. For third person. So for third person, if it is a plan, we use here in normal future, we use will. So we will write here will, not shall, it is will. Now coming to the next sentence, you will oblique shall not go out of class. Is that clear? You will not go out of class, is that clear? So that means what we are doing here, it is a command, and we have used the second person you, and for command we use shall. So here we are going to use shall. You shall not go out of class. Is that clear? Coming to the next one. We will oblique shall take care of all the guests. So we will or shall take care of all the guests. That means we are making promise. A promise is made, that comes under strong future. And for strong future, for first person we, because we are using here we, for first person we use will. So we will be using here will. Okay. Now coming to the next one, will oblique shall we go to the lake side. So what is done here? It is an offer. It is an offer. So for offer, we have seen already, for offer, for request and for suggestions. We have seen that category also. For request it is will, for offer and suggestion it is shall. So here it is an offer. So if it is an offer, so we will be using shall here. Shall we go to the lake side? It is as per the rule. We are using shall here. Now coming to the next one. I will oblique shall always remember your kind support. So what I am doing here, I am making a promise that I will remember your kind support. So when promise is made, promise comes under strong future, and for first person in strong future, for I or we use will as per the rule. So here we will be using will. Okay. Now the last sentence is will oblique shall you please go out and call the guard. So what is being done here? What is being done here? What we are doing, will or shall you please go out and call the guard. What we are doing here? We are making a request. We are making a request. Will you please go out? Because please is used, so it is a request. It is not a command. If please word is not there, then it can be a command. Will you go out and call the guard? So now we have used here please, so it is a request. So for request, when we make request, we always use will, because we have already discussed in the rule for will. For request, we always use will. So we will be using will here. So now you can attempt such exercises from your books and practice it, and you will be perfecting yourself in use of will and shall, and there will be no mistake committed in future. That I can promise you. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you like it, please give your opinion that you have liked it, and also subscribe it if you have not subscribed it. Thank you.